Hello, are you ready to start your speech?
Yeah, we should probably get started.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay.
All right,
Okay,
let's go.
okay. Okay. Exactly 4 years ago, Site 19 was born. Neon Sky, the founder. We all know Neon Sky. First owner of Site 19, founder of Site 19, January 26th, 2020. SL was still in its Mega Patch 2 stage. Everyone was having a blast playing the game, and we've come a long way since then. Site 19 has flourished into a large, welcoming community. And sure, there have been some ups and downs along the way, but that comes with everything. Site 19 is overcome, and I believe it will continue on for a long time. We are all bound to change, but Site 19 will change along with us. Most communities only last a year or two. 4 years is an accomplishment, and in 1 year, we'll have reached five, half a decade. There's more to see along the way, and I hope you all are ready for the epic memories that are yet to come. I'm a great, I'm great at speeches, fellas. um, Narvi, did you want to say something? I know you said something about
Yes,
making your
I
own.
yes, I have a speech here. I'd like to read it off. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, hey. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up? Side 19. Hey, hey, everybody. My name is Narvi, and I am coming from Lego City, Batman, Turkey, Kentucky. And let me tell you guys that I am excited. I am so happy. I am really so thrilled to be right now sharing this amazing, glorious, super, and exciting moment of my life with all of you guys. And let me tell you that we are really changing the world as we know it. The world is not anymore the way it used to be. No, no, no. Side 19. Wow! Side 19. We are coming and we are coming in waves. We are starting and we are watching go all over the world. We are melting the entire world. Let me tell you guys, I was owner of this server a long time ago with only $5, and now I am reaching $500. Whoa, 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 what's up? And let me tell you that I am actually earning around $0 now because I am no longer in control of patreon.com/ site_19. What? What? I am now financially independently. I'm saying to so many people who say this was going to be a con artist game, that this was going to be a scamming game. Hey, you're going to lose all your money. My wife still doesn't believe in me. And he's like, "Oh, honey, this is real. Oh, no, 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 that's a scam." And I said, "But wait, I'm gonna go to the bank. I'm gonna get all my SOT 19 coins, and I'm gonna turn it into dollars. And right here on the table, no, that's money you took from another account." And I'll say, "What am I gonna do?" And I say to myself, "You know what? When I'm starting to put $100 a month on her, right on the table, this she's gonna say, 'Whoa!'" Yo, 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 yo. Okay, that's real. So, guys, I'm going to tell you something. Faith and belief is the one thing that we will need to be able to change the world. And right now, I believe that in this stage channel, we have the seed that's going to germinate and is going to explode into an amazing opportunity for us to change this entire world. I am so proud. I am so honored. And I am excited to be here right now. And let me tell you something that each and every one of you has the opportunity to become like those amazing people that we know here from Site 19. Hey, hey, yo, what's up, my group from Site 19? Wow! Making so much money that I could probably have a real hard time counting it. So, guys, let me tell you, I love Side 19. Wow! But yes, fourth anniversary here. Uh, yeah, it's wild that the server has managed to make it this long. You know, I imagine that Neon here probably didn't imagine that I imagine that she didn't think the server would go on for this long. A lot of SL servers tend to die off within like 2 years. Um, so the fact that Sanatine is still going strong is, I think that's really a testament to how great this community has become in the last 4 years. We've built up an amazing community of people. You know, we have had moments that are that you know that weren't the best. You know, we've had lots of conflict, sure. You know, we've had lots of hard times, but as a community, we've overcome them one by one. And we might not be as strong as we once were, but we are still a great community. And I do think that together, Sada team will get back to its former glory. And I do believe that with a little bit of luck and a little bit of effort, I do believe that hopefully this time next year will be on the 5th anniversary, and Sada team will be stronger than ever. So I want to thank Willow for giving me this opportunity to give a speech. I want to thank all you lovely people for coming to the open voice chat to listen to the speech. And I want to thank you, Neon, for creating an amazing community. And I think that's going to conclude my speech.
Very good, very good. Neon, did you want to make a speech as well after Narvi's amazing?
Narvi and I.
Narvi's amazing.
So I'm gonna be
performance.
honest. I didn't know Narvi and I were going to be allowed to do speeches or given time to do them until an hour and a half ago. So I did not prepare one, and I'm not gonna wing one.
Understandable, understandable.
I mean, I could just make another speech real quick.
No. We're good.
No. The last one blew our ears out, please.
All right. Let's go take a look at our contest 4 here. See, there's no longer a tie. We no longer have a tie. And that's where I'm gonna stop voting, just so there can no longer not be a tie, just in case, So the winners are Plant and Silly Billy with their beautiful submissions. I'll be adding them to the emotes list shortly, and I'll be giving you to your roles as well. Message me your Steam ID or Steam name so I can give you the other prizes as well. We can move on to our Q&A, unless we have any other things to say before we start this. Neon, Narvi at all?
Nothing.
I wasn't paying attention. What's up?
we're moving on to the Q&A. we're moving on to the Q&A.
I have nothing else to add, but if you have any questions, last call for questions here. Get them in. This is a once in a year opportunity here. We got all three. We got me, we got Neon Sky, we got Willow. You're not going to get this opportunity again. This is a great time to ask questions about the server if you have any.
We might get this opportunity next year.
Maybe next year.
Maybe next year. Maybe next year.
Can you please put your questions in the Q&A channel?
Maybe there'll be even more people to ask questions to. You'll never know.
Narvi, why don't you share with the class here? What were you paying attention to?
Oh, I was reading over this speech I gave.
Thank you.
But yes, last call for questions. post them in the Q&A 2 chats. Well, I suggest that we keep this open probably till about 7:15. That's a good
Yep.
that's a good cutoff point.
That's
Okay.
So you guys have about 3 minutes here to get your questions in, and we would prefer if they were like
Can
actual
we
questions.
not with the
yeah.
Like, please don't make them like joke questions. Like, we want actual questions.
Like, I'm just not gonna give out my social security number, Sklipes. That's just a terrible idea. I
Yeah.
mean, you wouldn't even gain anything from that anyway, but I'm just not gonna do it.
Stripes, please. Bowie, who is your question for? I assume it's just Willow.
Yes, make sure you specify who the question is for as well.
Yeah.
If it's not specified, we'll all answer them at the same
I
time.
mean, it's
At
yeah.
the same
We'll overlap each other.
Yeah. We'll do a countdown and then
Yeah.
So while we wait, do you guys want me to tell you about the history of KFC?
sure.
Mr. Lama, who's your question for?
I'm assuming all of us.
Yes.
Specified. Okay. Anything else? Anyone?
You still got like 2 minutes.
Indeed, 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Is there anything new on the KFC, the Spanish KFC Twitter, Narvi?
Oh yeah,
boy.
that's a good
Maybe
one.
we shouldn't go down this rabbit hole.
We have
I'm sure it's fine.
approximately 1 minute and 10 seconds to go down this rabbit hole. We are going to do it. Oh yeah, okay. I'll post it in memes. I won't spam y'all with them.
Chase, can you specify your question too, please?
I'm only going to post images here. I don't have enough time to download videos.
I should take this time to promote. That's what I should have done with this.
Yeah, it's wild to think that the server's 4 years old. Like I joined this server when I was 16 and now I'm 20.
I was hoping desperately for one, and I didn't think it would happen. Really.
4 years is amazing. It's
Honestly, yeah, like I think when I first played SL, I think a lot of the major, SL wasn't even 4 years old when I first played. Like it just turned 3, so that's I think when we put it into that perspective, it's even more crazy.
Mhm.
We've had this server open for a majority of SL's life,
Yeah, like that's
and like
so wild.
a fourth or fifth of most of our lives.
Site
Yeah.
19's older than some people out there. That's crazy.
Yeah. All right, last call for questions. Last call for questions.
You got. I'm gonna give you 5 seconds to type your questions, Sklipes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Send it incomplete because you can't anymore.
Alright.
Oh, you already sent it.
Alright.
Okay.
From top to bottom here.
Start. Yeah, we'll start from top to bottom.
Alright, let's see.
What has been our fondest memory while being a part of Site 19?
Hey.
This is a hard one.
It is. It
You
is.
want to go first?
Now, I guess I'll go first because I have been pondering these questions a little bit today. So, my fondest memory of Site 19, I would probably say just meeting everyone. When I was owner, before I was even owner, when I was staff here, you know, I Site 19 was really the only community that I ever took part in. and a lot of people here. I yeah, I can consider some great friends. Most of my friends that I talk to online have some affiliation with Sat 19 at some point. So I feel like that's the main takeaway from the server for me. Is that without it, I don't feel like I would have that many online friends here. So in a way, this server made me more terminally online.
Oh
but
boy.
but yeah, it's probably the people. Oh yeah, there's also this one thing. If we're talking like SL moments, um, I think my fondest memory, like the funniest one at least, it was back in July of 2020. Is when I first got admin. I'm pretty sure. You know where this is going, don't you, Neon?
We'll say it anyway. Show the
Alright.
files.
Yeah. So an open text chat. I'll get to that part in a bit. But basically, what happened was I was playing SL, right? We had this guy on named Jingwei, right? He never talked. He was just Jingwei. So I was a D class. He was an 0492, and I was running for him. I was screaming out my lungs, just telling. I was just saying, "Get away from me, Jingwei! Get away from me, Jingwei!" And then basically, I got into entrance zone. Right. If you go to open text chat here, you can actually see footage of this. Scroll down to July 14th, 2020.
I
It
believe
The
it's a
just
second clip
pinned
here.
message.
it just
Yeah,
been
it's a,
message.
it's
Yeah.
a pinned message. I shut the door on Jingwei here, and then I run smack dab into the 049, and then I just scream at the top of my lungs, and like that whole sequence of events, man, it was wild. Um, but yeah, I have a lot of fond memories of being a part of Stat 19, and hopefully I can make a few more, in the future.
Alright, Willow, you or me?
uh, doesn't matter. I can go next if you're not ready.
Uh, I guess I'm ready.
All right.
So, I can't think of any in particular that I would say is worth being the favorite. I really can't. I'm struggling to remember a lot of my favorite moments. But the one that came to my head while thinking here uh, was April Fools of this year. I had a great time. Everyone was screwing around with shit, and no one was taking anything seriously. It was a stupid Breaking Bad RP bit that went for like 5 rounds. Uh, the everything everyone was saying hockey for no reason. I nicknamed everyone in the server hockey for a couple rounds. We're just all screwing around and having fun, and most people were enjoying it. That was a good time. I
Yeah,
wouldn't call it my favorite, but it's what I can think of.
yeah, I definitely want to cut in and say that you know, Christmas update of 2022, I think was just all around my favorite time for the server. That's when we started getting people back in here, and it was just such a chill moment for the server. There was just nothing happening. We were all keeping it casual, and you know, I, I hope that one day we can get back to those times. Hopefully we'll go back to like a golden age of Sat 19 at some point.
I
Hopefully it'll
I
be
do
as
like it.
epic as hopefully it'll be as epic as Christmas 2022.
It was a good time. All right, Willow.
Uh, my fondest memory is probably the time I got banned from Site 19. Very, very fun time for me. Um, if you
Wait, you
don't,
got banned?
yeah, it was when I got my account hacked.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
It was very, very fun. Not really. I was very worried, but I still have it, so everything went well.
I
Discord
forgot.
support isn't too incompetent.
I forgot. Did you like Was it that same hack where you fell for the for the old click on this link scam?
No. So
Or was that a
basically,
different one?
it's a different. So basically, one of my friends' account also got hacked, and they they told me to play their game, and like I don't know them
Yeah,
too well, so I thought they were just like making a game. I was like, oh sure, screw it, why not? And
yeah. That's what I
and
was talking about.
yeah, very fun. It was a great game. There was no game.
It was the nothing game.
No, the game was me trying to get my account back. That's the game.
I want to see a game called the Willow Parable. But yes, anything else y'all want to add to this question?
um,
I think we're good.
I think
All right,
we're good. Yeah.
let's move on to the next question here. So this is for all three of us. Did you like the flamingos, and what's your favorite SCP to play as? So, anyone want to start us off?
I can start us off
Nerd?
here.
Oh, okay.
Um, I personally, didn't really get to play as the Penguins too much, so
Why do
I
you
don't
call
really.
Wait, wait, hold up. The penguins.
Why do you call them
Yeah,
penguins?
they're Penguins.
You're
They're
penguins.
not. What?
As I was
How
saying, I
often
didn't
do
get to
you see?
play. I
Okay.
didn't get to play the Penguins too much, so I don't really have an opinion on them. As for them just being an SL as a whole, I like the idea of there being a new team. Uh, it makes for some fun times. But they took them out, so I don't know if we'll ever see him again. And my favorite SCP to play as, uh, 079 probably. And if I'm solo, it would be 939.
All right. Narvi, you had some pretty strong opinions on the flamingos.
Honestly, I wouldn't really say I have strong opinions on the flamingos because essentially what I did was I played the new update for like half an hour and that was it. Like I didn't really get to experience the flamingos. Like I never played as the flamingos, but I found I found the flamingos to be kind of dumb. Like it's like if you try to this is from what I pieced together. I assume they fixed this. So take whatever I say here with a grain of salt or just flat out incorrect. But I feel like if you were to go for like a guard, for example, I mean, like instantly you just get shot. Like that's it for the flamingos. Like you get shot in 2 seconds. Um, and even if you have like a little army of like 3 4 people, like one guard could still take that out. Um, I I feel like the flamingos can work, and I am glad that Northwood was experimenting with like additional teams and stuff to make the game more interesting. But I feel like if they ever add flamingos back, they need to buff them for them to actually have like any fighting chance. And as for my favorite SCP to play as, I don't play SCP anymore, but when when I was SCP, I always went with 049. There's always something about 049 that I enjoyed playing. And of course, I mean, 049. If you're not really good with the movement, like people could easily juke you and stuff. But I feel like once you learn to like surprise people, just kind of just hide and then get them when they pass by you, and all that stuff. I feel like 049 is a really fun SCP to play as. And also, the new 939 was very fun as well. I vastly prefer it over the old one, but I didn't
Hmm.
really get to experience it that much. Right, Neon?
Hmm. Okay. So personally, the flamingos. I like the idea. I really like the idea having a fourth team, even going rushing as a group. Um, some enemies is a lot of fun, and I do partially agree with Narvi. They are underpowered. I don't think they're that underpowered because of how fast their healing can be. But you would need to make sure you activate it with a lot of spectators just to have a fighting chance. And even then, it's hard to force players to stick together. And since flamingos rely on that to survive, it kind of, unless you have a server of players who will all play like that, it kind of implodes on itself. And it's a similar problem that a lot of rounds will have with 049-2. I I think they're funny. I think they're fun. They're scary. When you get charged down by a horde of flamingos and they're all making noises at you, and then they assimilate you once they kill you, that's fun. But not wasn't implemented super well. I do think it should have stayed in remote admin though, because there's no reason to take that away.
I don't like that they took him out. It's dumb. They left the skeleton in, but not the penguins. Like, come
There's hello. There's well, penguins one more time. I swear to God. Don't you start to now. There's no reason to be taking out limited time stuff from RA besides saving a little storage, maybe a little optimization. But let's be honest, the optimization ain't great. And even with what SL has now, it's like, I can't remember. It's like 20 gigabytes or something, which seems a little excessive to me. I don't think it's a big deal if they have a couple more of like event items and stuff. And then favorite SCP to play as? I think at one point when he was really good at camping, it might have been 106, but not for camping, but more so for things like chasing someone down and then teleporting in front of them to catch them. It was a lot of fun. Though I didn't like 106 before he got his map and stuff. That sucked. But even then, he felt kind of unsatisfying due to the 2-tap. But I would say a lot of them are even for me, except 079. I could never get a hang of the controls of that thing. But if my favorite is probably 939, new 939 at least. It's a lot of fun. Trying to set up a little ambush, trying to fuck with people mentally, if you can, and kind of confuse them a little bit. It's nice that she can deal with groups with the swipe. It's good to ambush with the pounce. I think she's probably a little overtuned, especially that basic attack. But either way, it's fun. Biggest complaint for that though is that the mimic point range is way too short. Either way though, I like 939. I like playing it.
Mm-hmm. I agree with all that, honestly.
Anything else to add?
939 is a bit overpowered in some aspects, but other things, like you said, the mimic point, I don't like how short it is. You can't really ambush anyone with that too
It
well.
becomes pretty much useless at only 20
Yeah.
meters range. I try to use it all the time because being able to use that effectively would be a lot of fun. And it would,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you could nerf her swipe and then make her into more of an ambush kind of character, kind of like 049.
Mm-hmm.
And it would make just charging into enemies in a really unfun way a less viable strategy. Because that's the problem with 939. People just kind of play her and charge at their enemies and swipe, and it'll, if they're lucky, they'll wipe out squads.
Mm-hmm.
And then they'll just camp behind doors with pounce. That's not a fun character to play against. I think 939 should be more reliant on the mimicry mechanics and have them be more usable and viable.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Okay. I think that's all for that question.
Mm-hmm.
Next question. For all three of us, what is/was your favorite part of being server owner?
Uh, I'll start us off again.
All right.
Honest, I know I already said this for the first question, but again, I feel like my favorite part of being owner was just meeting everyone and reviving the server. I when I first took power, people were telling me that I was wasting my time. Well, a lot of them weren't, but I kind of knew that was the consensus. Like people assumed that I was just wasting my time. The server wouldn't go anywhere. And they were right for like the first few weeks, but then Christmas update came out, Mimicry came out, and then the server just started it just started booming from there. And look at where we're at now. It was a it was a steady uphill climb from there, I'd say. And again, yeah, like meeting everyone who joined after that point as well was I feel like a lot of people who joined after when I became owner were some of the best people that Side 19 have ever seen. Um and yeah, again, we've had people who've joined and they're more here for their own to like get their own personal clout or whatever. I but I don't really care about them. I try not to think about them too often. Yeah, I like to focus more on the fact that we built up a server with 600 members strong, and most of those members contributed something unique to Slot 19 and its growth. So yeah, I would definitely say building up the community was the best part of being owner, and just seeing how everyone could contribute to having the server grow. Yeah.
Willow, would you like to go next, or would you like me to?
I can go next. I'd say my favorite part about being owner is just being able to have a closer relationship to everyone on the staff team. Um, we're all very close together, and then actually just having a closer relationship with really everyone else in general. It you get to know people a lot better, and you're able to bond with people a lot better than just being like a standard member or something, or yeah, just being a standard member or trusted or something. You get to know people a lot better.
Wait. Can I revise my answer here?
Sure.
Do you know what the best part of being server owner was? The money. I scammed children. Nah, I'm just messing with y'all.
You don't need to be a server owner to do that.
But it's so much easier with. I mean, think about it. Think about it. $5 a month. You get so many perks. Why would you not? Why would you not get scammed? I mean,
Remember to go to patreon.com/site19 and not do anything because it just
site actually is it site underscore
Site.
19? Is it site 19?
It's site_19, yeah.
Okay. Yes.
sorry,
Yes.
site
Okay.
underscore 19.
I just want to say right now. I'm sorry to interrupt you all. Just letting you know, if you felt you got scammed by me, don't forget to also get scammed by Willow.
Oh yes, please. Let me scam you. I mean, we offer great benefits. You get cool things, it's definitely worth spending like $3 on or whatever.
Do you even know how much the tiers are?
I know exactly how much my tiers are.
Willow,
Yeah. What's up?
did we need to have a talk?
No? I have a
Okay.
great memory.
Well, I'm just gonna say this right now. We should probably finish this question off before we reveal too much about how we're evading taxes while scamming.
Yeah,
while
yeah.
we're planning
I
to
think it's a
rob
little
the-
late for that.
Next question. Next question. Yeah.
yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
yeah.
Sorry.
Okay,
So
now this ever
my-
happened.
So my favorite part of being server owner was reporting Narvi and Willow to the police for evading taxes.
What? No.
No, no, no. I'm a good taxpaying citizen.
So my favorite part of being a server owner, partially I have to agree with Narvi, in what she said, if you all remember. But also, sorry, there's a whole tax evasion discussion ago. Hard to remember those things. So, but also, I think the knowing that I was doing something that was good for people, that people loved, that was bettering people's lives, and also knowing that I was doing something with my time that felt like it was a really good thing to do with my time was incredible. I really enjoyed that. I liked the thought and hopefully the truth of that. I was building this community of people where they can come to and improve their lives and escape the hardships of real life and have more people to talk to and be friends with and enjoy the company of. And that was really those are kind of my biggest goals with Site 19. So seeing the server get like 100 something members, I don't remember exactly, under my administration, and seeing the start of how I started something that's managed to go this long, 4 years, I felt really accomplished, and I've been very happy that it happened. So I would probably say that is my favorite part. Anything else to add, anyone?
Don't really have much to add.
I
That's it.
don't think I do either.
Let's move on.
All right. So next question for all three, haha, of yous. What was the weirdest but good, exciting news you learned while being server owner? I'm not really sure how to approach this question, so I'll let one of you guys go first.
I'm not. Snowy, are you here? Can you specify a little bit what you're trying to ask?
Don't know.
They were
Snowy's
here, but they left.
Damn it, Snowy.
Wait,
Yeah,
I've got this. I will spam ping them. Don't worry.
Yeah.
That'll help.
Y'all.
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the question's supposed to be here.
Why don't we move on to Mr. Honk's question and come back to this one?
Yeah, we'll come back to that one.
Well, it's for me. Thank you, Mr. Quack. For Narvi,
No. I don't think we need to answer Mr. Quack's question. That doesn't seem.
I'll
relevant.
answer it. I'll answer it.
We should do Mr.
How much
Honk's.
just like Mr.
Alright.
Honks. Well, here's what I'll say. I'll give my answer to this question on one condition. I need Mr. Honks to do a voice reveal, and if he does that, I'll answer that question. Until then, my views on him will remain a mystery.
Okay.
Alright.
Whatever.
Snowy's here now. Snowy's here.
Okay, Snowy, can you specify
Here,
what you meant?
we'll bring Snowy up here.
Yeah, come on.
Uh-oh. I was
Hi.
wondering what was like the weirdest thing you saw, but it was one of the, I don't know, good things you saw. Maybe a raid, maybe somebody doing a reveal.
So the
you know what I
best
mean?
and worst things that have happened during our ownership?
Yeah.
Okay.
I see.
Thank you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say right now. Actually, no, never mind. I don't want to say because it's gonna sound horrible.
No, go ahead.
Okay.
We'll sound much better in comparison after you.
No, it's gonna sound worse. It's gonna sound horrible. I promise you, but it'll make sense. The best worst thing to happen was. Oh my god. Okay.
Are you
Okay,
okay?
so no, it's too stupid.
You
So
got
I
got a
wanted to say,
tank war at
okay,
your house?
okay, so basically, I would say that the if we had to go with the best worst thing, I mean, I would say I guess the January raid, because even though that like set the precedent for a lot more toxic behavior, at the time that we were able to get out a lot of people on the server who were being overtly toxic. So while long term it wasn't good, um, we did manage to make the server more positive.
Uh,
For that
RV,
time. Hmm.
I believe Snowy was asking the best thing and the worst thing
Oh,
separately.
I'm stupid.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, no, I didn't understand the question at all. So the best thing and the worst thing. The best thing. Hmm. Honestly, there's a lot of things I would say that a lot of positive things I would say that happened in Silent 19, but I'm not really sure if what I would say the best thing was to happen in Silent 19. Um, I mean, I I met my girlfriend Rec. So I guess long term that'll probably be the best thing. But um, I would probably say again, just the best thing to happen was just meeting everyone. I know it's like a broken record at this point, but yeah, I can't overstate how awesome Sat 19 is. Worst thing to happen though, yeah, probably all the raids. um, yeah, it's good. I was going to say John getting in that car accident, but I didn't want to sound like I don't want to sound like a douchebag. So
It's that'd be a hell of an answer. Tell you that much.
yeah, but yeah.
Sorry. Okay.
All right. Neon, hey, you wanna go next?
Yeah, I'll go. Okay. So, best thing and the worst thing. So, the worst thing is hard to think of, but I'm gonna say the best thing was probably. Now, this is gonna sound bad. I think the best thing was handing off the server. I think the best thing that happened was me knowing that even after I couldn't handle running the server anymore, and I didn't want to anymore, that this community would still continue to live. And that it wouldn't all end with me not being able to handle it. Now, as for the worst thing, now, I won't say that. Narvi, should I say it? You don't
I
know what
mean,
it is, probably not, but should
I
I say it?
basically just said I'm thankful some guy got in a car accident. So, even
One
though I
of the
don't mean it.
worst.
Sorry, John.
Uh, one of worst things, maybe probably the worst thing that happened, um, during my ownership was a redacted Google document that we will not discuss in more detail. Actually, it was two Google documents.
Oh, I know what it is. Yeah,
I sure do.
I think I know what they are as well.
Yeah,
You would, wouldn't you?
perchance.
Narvi, did you tell him?
I think you
Willow?
told me.
I probably did.
I can't recall if I
I
told
was
him.
probably ranting about it or something.
Yeah.
Either way, we don't need to talk about that. Next question.
I do want to say also before Willow has his. I know before Willow responds to this question, I do want to say if y'all ever run a server, if it gets to be too much on you, just step down. Like that's some peak advice there. If you're getting to the point where running a community is like seriously affecting your life and your mental health, then step down as early as possible.
No.
Take that from someone who who honestly, like, I think that was the biggest thing. The biggest loss for me was my mental health was not the best towards the end of my tenure. So yeah.
Okay. Let me say, I agree with Narvi, but also I will add, don't try to force running an entire server, especially one like this with like 600 members, or even back and other times like 200. Don't try to run that all by yourself. You need
Yeah.
to you need to have other people at a level like at least close to yours in ownership, and how much work you're putting in. Otherwise, you're gonna go insane. You're going to likely want to drop being owner pretty fast. And it's at least like within a year in the experience of pretty much every server owner that we've seen. Most ownerships have. What the fuck did you send in chat?
Oh, don't worry about it. Continue.
Okay, anyways, most ownerships in the server have lasted about a year, and there's a good reason for that. A lot of these server owners have pretty much just run the servers by themselves. I would recommend getting a good, at least couple co-owners and having them discuss things first. Once, like, anytime that you are stressed out or that you need to take a step back and let the server owners or the co-owners handle most things for you unless they're extremely important. And that way you can kind of get a rest without dropping the server completely. Things like that are very important. Also, if anyone's making a server and they want some advice from me, which I'm not the server making wizard, I'm not a genius in making servers, but if you want some advice from me, just from what I know, please DM me. Feel free.
And likewise here, I had a business. I had a major in business before I basically dropped out. So I mean, I could help with that stuff. But this is an Extreme Makeover Server Edition. This is Site 19 here. So yeah. So there's some tips. If any of y'all want to go off and make your own server, Willow, go ahead and answer this question here. We got a lot. We got sidetracked by a lot. Oh man.
Okay, well, I don't know if I really have a best thing quite yet. I haven't been server owner for very long, but I definitely do have a worse thing right now, and that would be really just the decline in server activity. It's definitely decreased since the past few months, but we're working on stuff to increase that activity once again, so hopefully it'll all go back to how it was and further.
I agree. I agree with your statement there, Willow. Anything else that you all want to add on to this question? All right. I forgot which question we were on. We were on Snowies, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Neon's reacting to the ones we've done.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the Mr. Honks question here. How many times have all three of you dealt with team killers?
That's a
That's
really hard question to get much of a specific answer to.
yeah. You know what I
Many.
do.
I can
many.
say I've probably banned over 400 people. Like, so there's a lot of people. I know I've logged at least 200 bans. Probably a lot more than 200. Actually, I think done like we did like a little bit of a survey couple weeks ago, maybe a month or two ago. I think Willow checked how many messages I sent in punishment reports. There's like 200 something, I think. But
Yeah.
I also had logged multiple people on some of those messages. So when you take that into account, I've probably logged over 500 people just on this server alone. And I've been owner and not owner, but staff in several of those servers. So I would probably say close to 600 people. I've probably had to ban in this one.
Looking at punishment reports, it looks like I've had roughly 150 team kill related bans. So, quite a lot. Um,
Yeah, I would say Neon
Better?
probably has the least amount of bans between the three
I
of
would
us.
say likely I have the least amount of bans, especially with team killers. I especially during the second half of my ownership wasn't on the server nearly as much, and I trusted the other staff to deal with team killers. I did usually intervene with things like cheaters or people uh, ban evading, but I didn't do a lot of team killer uh, banning myself. So I would definitely have the least of the three of us. And I think Narvi has the most.
Narvi
Yeah,
I know
probably
we know
has the
Narvi has
most.
the most. We absolutely know Narvi has the most.
Yeah, Narvi's been
yeah.
on the staff team for the longest, so.
And back when I was admin, I would just Overwatch like 24/7. So
I did that for a while. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes it's more
absolutely,
fun than playing the game.
absolutely. All
Next question.
right. Mhm. Okay, so I think this is shrimps here. For everyone, how much do you dislike shrimp puns? There is not an option to like them. So I'll suppose.
I'm volunteering Narvi to go first on this because the answer may be interesting.
Yeah. So I don't know if you actually. This is probably one of the more memorable. Unfortunately, one of the more memorable parts of my administration. I did have a quick temper when it came to memes like the crazy I was crazy once and shrimp puns. I did not like them. However, over the last few months, my views on that type of stuff have largely softened, and I'm at the point now where I really don't care if anyone says shrimp puns. Like, I don't particularly dislike them anymore. Like, if you say like it's that shrimp or whatever, like like okay, cool, yeah, I'm not gonna get mad at you or anything. I only really get mad at people if like every other word that comes out of their mouth is a shrimp pun. Then at that point it would be very annoying. But I mean, just casual talk, yeah, I don't really care too much anymore. I've kind of grown used to them.
I'm
All right,
this.
Willow, you're me.
I can go. I'm the same as Narvi here. I don't mind them too much, but if you're using it like using a shrimp pun in like every other thing you say, it's kind of annoying. But otherwise, they're all right.
Okay, yeah, I not to be boring, but I kind of agree with the other two. So I I was never as vocally against them as Narvi, but I would say yeah, it's a lot of it was too much. They got to be all anyone would say, and it was annoying. And I feel like even if someone were to use them today more than a few times, like every round or so, like in game, or quite often in the Discord, I would probably politely ask them to stop. They probably wouldn't listen, but I would. Is that it? Next
I
question.
think so.
So
All right.
Let's skip that one.
Yeah,
makes sense.
we're gonna see. Yeah. Let's see here. Silly Billy, can I have image pairs? No.
No.
SSN, yes.
Here, I can give you that one. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
I believe
Um,
that.
Regarding questions about conflicts, I think I speak for all of us when I say that we don't really want to answer questions related to them. Me personally, I don't want to talk about the conflicts in public anymore. I kind of just want to move on past it. Want to move on with my life.
I agree.
So
I've talked to people in private about the conflicts. I don't think saying out loud in a probably recorded Q&A my opinion on it would
yeah,
really be a good idea, nor would I be able to properly reflect my entirety of my thoughts of opinions in this. So I think it's best left to other methods. If you want to know my opinion, you can probably ask people on both sides, quote unquote, of it. Maybe ask me, but I'm not sure I could really explain it to you.
well, for me, I'm just not talking about it anymore unless if it's with very close people. Um, so if you ask me about it and we're not that close, I'm probably not going to give you an answer to it. So again, that's when I let the past be the past. I kind of want to just move on with my life and just put all that behind me. And I hope that everyone who is involved in that conflict thinks the same way because it's been 3 months at this point, more than 3 months. I kind of just want to move on with it, and that's my definitive answer.
Well, you don't want an answer, do you? I assume.
I agree with both of you as well. Past is the past. Just let it stay there.
Yeah.
Learn
All right,
from it.
this one's for Willow.
Don't repeat it. TF2 server, possibly. We could possibly do a TF2 server. It's another free game like SL, and it's still quite popular, so maybe. I
Alright,
presume
so
this one from Chase is
Chase, are
for
you
me
here?
as well.
I assume
Chase.
so, but we should. Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Well, let's just assume it's for just you.
I want to start working on this can also be I can also answer Boeing's question at the same time. I gotta start like working on the channel trailer probably sometime next week. I haven't had the free time to start at all. I've been very busy with personal stuff, so probably starting next Monday I'll work on it. It's just gonna be like really like anything about Site 19. It's just like a general like description of what Site 19 would be, what um how we are, how we do, some funny moments from Site 19, stuff like that. Um, yeah, and then after I upload that, I'll start to like try to upload on the YouTube a bit more. Um, the recording of this will probably be uploaded like either tonight or tomorrow or something, so you could count that as like the start of it all if you want.
Can't wait to not listen to it because I will be really embarrassed about how I sound.
I'll be really embarrassed about how I'm answering some of these questions.
Yeah, me too. Can you guys believe I'm gonna try to voice act? But I can't even. Couldn't even re-listen to some of these interviews, these Q&As. Jesus Christ.
I have the most monotonous voice in the world. Anyways, pancakes or waffles, and this isn't specified for any of us, so
Rest of all, I'm gonna assume it's for all of us.
Yeah.
let's just all say at the same time.
Alright. Want to do a countdown or just wing it?
Countdown. Can we bring someone else up here to do the countdown?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Yeah, someone raise their hand.
Cosmotic raised first.
Cosmotic was first.
Well,
Cosmotic. Bring Cosmotic back up.
Come back up here. Okay, countdown first.
Hold on.
I can't wait for this to start a huge debate.
Yeah.
We're all gonna say the same thing and it's gonna go crazy.
So yeah. 3, 2, 1.
Pancakes.
Waffles.
Okay.
Willow,
Well,
this is why Site 19 is dying.
No.
you were
Okay,
never
get
here,
back.
Cosmotic.
Go back to the peasants in the audience, Cosmotic.
I can't believe you, Willow. You like pancakes more?
Yes. My mother makes the best pancakes.
Shaking my head, Michigan people.
What? Okay.
Michiganders, I can't. Yeah, you should try being slightly more southern like us.
I have nothing against
Yeah.
waffles. It's just pancakes are better.
And I have
Waffles,
nothing
yeah.
against pancakes, but I still have better taste.
That's
Yeah.
not a discussion of better
Yeah.
taste. They're the same
my
thing,
opinions
just
are
shaped
facts.
different.
But
My opinions
waffles,
are
you can
facts.
pour syrup in the holes and they.
I love
You can
I
make
love
holes
when
with the
look,
the pancake
I
if you want.
love having holes that get filled, okay?
Okay.
I love when holes are
Whoa,
filled.
whoa, whoa! This is a
Of
family-friendly discussion.
Whoa.
I'm talking about waffles. What's wrong with you?
Dion.
Is that a dirty
This
mind?
is a
okay,
family-friendly show.
No, okay, yeah. Okay, continue.
Yeah. And they might leak, but they hold it in. What's wrong with you? I swear, no, don't cancel me.
I'm canceling you on Twitter.com.
No.
There's no
And
Twitter,
Will,
it's
you're
X.
just like,
Wait, no, there's nothing wrong with pancakes. The pancakes, they're just better.
Yeah,
They're not
pancakes don't have
better.
holes. That's what's wrong with them. Also, waffles get crispier at the edges. I like that a lot of the time.
I don't like
That's
that.
actually my biggest. That's actually my biggest reason. I like
That-
pancakes.
that's
They're
the
good,
reason
But
I-
sometimes I want some crispiness with like the usually syrup or jam I put on it. So,
Indeed.
any words of wisdom about waffles from you, Narvi?
For me, yes. So waffles,
Oops.
yeah, I feel like they also hold better than pancakes. And what I'm saying by that is, I've managed to concoct this amazing thing, right? So basically, instead of making an egg sandwich, right, with like regular bread, you replace the bread with waffles, and it's really good. Like you'll have
All
to try
right,
it.
next question.
What, you don't like sandwiches being made different, Neon? What's your problem with sandwiches?
I don't think it's classified as a sandwich because it's not bread anymore.
No,
It's-
no, that's a
No,
sandwich.
It's a sandwich. It's a sandwich.
Waffles are similar enough to bread to be considered a sandwich.
Well, I mean, you need flour to make both.
Yeah, I think waffles are generally pretty similar to bread. But
Yeah.
either way, I mean, you could theoretically put a tortilla on each side and still call it a sandwich. But we're not getting into that discussion right now because that's
Yeah,
a completely
pizza
different
rolls or
discussion.
sandwiches. Let's move on.
no.
No. Pizza
No.
rolls are ravioli. Pizza rolls are ravioli.
Pizza rolls are a completely different thing.
No. They're encased sandwiches. Let's move on.
Encased sandwiches
No,
are ravioli.
that's not how that works.
Let's move on to the next question.
Hugo,
Wait, Rack wants to speak. Okay, Rack, you have 3 seconds. Get up here.
Rex, you have some strong opinions.
3, 2, 1. All right, time's up.
All right.
Yeah, we answered your
Rex,
question.
put your hand down. Put your hand down.
The answer
Yeah,
is
that's what I
no.
thought.
Let me
Anyway.
sing gifts. No.
Yeah, no.
No.
If you pay me like $6 on patreon.com/site_19, then sure. But otherwise, no.
Pay to win, Site 19.
Yeah, let's go, Queen.
Yes, Queen Slay.
All right. If your chemistry teacher accidentally told you how to make some serious, quote unquote, booming of massive blast with very radioactive material, what should your next plan be? Is this the ACT test? What is this?
Joke's
I
on
have an
you.
answer.
I don't have a chemistry teacher. So
I I had chemistry during COVID, so like I didn't learn anything.
I'm just
I
not
think I
gonna
had
have
chemistry
chemistry
during
at all.
COVID too, but my first course of action would first off to be go talk to the U.S. government and make sure I can make up some bullshit about what it really is. And actually, I don't need to make up any bullshit. All I need to tell them is that I'm doing it in the Middle East,
I just say I just um I would just
and then I could do it.
hmm. I could say something really funny right now, but I don't want to.
How about you say it in text, and then Willow won't look at it
How
in the
about
recording.
I'll just say it in 2 words. 2 words. Al Qaeda.
All right, next question.
Wait, hold on now.
Site 19 is over now.
I've got an
It's
even
gonna be
better. I've got an even
I
better answer.
canceled those.
I'll use it on France.
Yes, we gotta restore freedom prize. Restore the freedom prize.
Freedom prize.
Okay, Rack wants to speak. Okay, Rack, you have 3 seconds. Get up here. 3,
Willow.
2, 1.
Honks, put your goddamn hand down. You don't even
Wait.
have hands.
Wait, no. What if Honk speaks? What if Honk speaks?
Yeah, come on up.
Yeah, actually, I want
Yeah,
to see if Fox.
Honk.
Raise your hand if you're gonna speak.
They
no,
left.
he left.
He left.
Oh, Honks didn't like that.
Oh, Honks is back.
Honks, raise your hand if you want to speak with your voice and not
Honks.
not
yeah.
honking.
Just for going once.
Come on, Honks. You
Going
can do it. You can do it.
You can do it. We believe in you. Come
Not
on.
sold. Okay, next question.
Skypes. What could you possibly have to say?
Here, we'll give you the same opportunity as Rag. 3, 2, 1. Okay.
Radio silent.
Gotta
Radio
speak faster, guys.
Wait, Cosmotic actually. Before we move on to the next question, Cosmotic asked the question in OTC. I normally I don't do this, but I feel like it's very important. Ass or tits?
I'll go first. Dick.
Nah.
I don't think that was an option.
I'm more of an ass person.
I abstain.
I played the fifth.
Valid. Valid.
I played the fifth.
Hold on, Cosmotic. Hey, Narvi wasn't the one talking about stuffing holes. Give credit where it's deserved.
I played the 7th. Anyway.
Alright,
I think
yeah.
that's our wrong.
No, it's not.
Okay. You know they say in the 7th Amendment you don't have to answer if you prefer ass or tits.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. I learned all about it in history.
George Washington made that one all by himself.
He did. You know.
Alright,
Put your damn hand down. There
Put
was
your hand
one
down,
question.
silly woman. Alright, next
You
question.
silly bitch. Actually, there was one question in open voice chat's text channel as well, if we want to do that.
Oh, the one from Chase all the way at the top.
Mm-hmm.
Where is that?
Busy to look
Chase
at
is
it.
gone.
It was pizza toppings, I believe.
Was it?
I don't know what it is, but pepperoni is the only acceptable pizza topping.
True. I stand by that.
Okay.
I like some meats mostly. You know, I just love. I shouldn't say that. You know what? I talked about.
You
horse
like
meat.
pepperoni too, and we're gonna move on to the next question.
Yep, pepperoni.
you like pepperoni too. Okay,
I
next
like
question.
pepperoni as well as other meat toppings, and I'm not gonna make some super
Yeah,
jokes.
I don't
about,
care if you're
putting
eating a
meat in my
3
mouth.
meat treat tonight. I just want to answer this question.
Anyways,
In 5 words or less, how would you describe your time in Site 19? Let me think. Okay.
Yeah.
Here we go. Pretty epic time, balls wall.
I can go next then. One hell of a time.
Neon.
Okay. Mm,
Wait, before you say yours, I'll do one better. I can do one in one word.
Okay.
Depression.
True. True. True.
Jesus, I'm choking over here. Actually, yeah, that's my answer. Wait.
I would say uh interesting, fun, but stressful.
Okay.
All right.
Yeah. Alright, final question, and I think it's pretty
This
symbolic.
is gonna be a pretty good, pretty whammy kind of question. Oh my god, I have 85 DMs.
Oh my god, I haven't
I'll
gotten
get
a
to that in a
single
minute.
one. Man, y'all are a bunch of hoes. Anyways,
No,
will you
it's
ever
just me.
miss? Will you ever miss being an owner? So I guess this is gonna. I guess this applies mainly to me and Neon. Uh,
Mhm.
I guess Willow. I guess you can take a minute to think about this question because you're the incumbent. So
Mm-hmm.
I imagine your answer will fluctuate as time progresses in your tenure.
Mm-hmm.
But as for me, uh, yes and no. So yeah, I will miss. Yeah, I miss being able to communicate with the team. I miss being able to help grow the server. I miss gaming kids. I miss a lot. But at the same time, my mental health, it really needed some juice, and I feel like I did the right thing by retiring at that point. Um, so I could have kept going, and I wanted to keep going, but if I kept going, I feel like I would have just been in a worse spot mentally, and just a worse spot, just a worse spot off in general because I put in so much time and effort into this community. I almost failed college twice. Um, and not having to think about the server or stressing out about getting targeted over here by people, it's allowed me to kind of think more about my life and where I want to take it. So
Mhm.
yeah.
All right, I'll go next since Willow's still a current server runner. So I will say I have missed being a server runner sometimes, but as Narvi said, there's a lot of good that comes with not being the server runner anymore. There's a lot of stress relieved, and I won't say my mental health is necessarily a whole ton better than it was back then, but I definitely needed to stop being a server runner at that point. Um, could I take it back and still live? Maybe, probably, but honestly, that's not my biggest priority. I did want to for a bit there, because I wanted this, wanted back the feeling that I was working towards something, and that something would be something as good and enjoyable. But I just recently have begun working in another project, and I think that will not only fill that kind of void, but I don't think I could do both. And I think ideally, I'll be working on this other project for years to come. So
If
we'll see.
if I may interrupt you, can we get any details as to what this is yet? So,
Can I do a little advertising?
Go for it.
you know what? Yeah, go for it. Go for it. I'm
I
curious.
don't know how much I'm allowed to say, but I am working on the creation of. Fuck off, Alexa. You kidding me? Hold on, let me unplug this fucking thing.
Yeah.
Alexa ruined it. No.
I had to
So-
unplug mine recently because it just kept flashing this yellow light and would not go away, and I don't know how to turn it off.
That means it has a notification.
I don't know how to get rid of it.
You ask it what the notification is, and then it goes away.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah, I was working on Amazon Echo. Now, I am currently, and hopefully for the rest of its creation and existence, I am working on the animated show in progress, SCP Reignition. It was promoted a bit in Site 19 in the media chat without Willow's permission, which was funny. But they decided I asked and they decided to pick me up to help. I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, and I don't want to overstep the boundaries. If you want to see part of what my role is there, you can check media chat and see what I said. But that would not be the entirety of what I'm doing. And if any of you, I'm going to say this right now, if any of you would like to volunteer to help with the project, please join the Discord in the description of the video. Let the server owner know. And actually, please check out the trailer teaser that was posted in media chat